You got some hay in your... Jeez, man, get over here. Come here. Here. Okay, well, look here. So, I've shown you guys those two, and this is what Lena's feet look like. Not as symmetrical. You can see there's, if you look, this part here sticks out a lot more than this part here. So I wanted to do a very quick video where I'm going to separate out just this part for another video. I'll just make it its own video, so it'll be short. But how to do a very quick maintenance trim. Let's see. A better way to put it. In between visits from your regular trimmer or farrier, I believe that the owner can take some initiative, I guess you could call it, and do a little bit of sort of a maintenance trim just on the front edge to sort of shape things out a little bit better. And so I thought I would demonstrate that in this video to give an idea of what it looks like to go from, you know, a couple of weeks or so of growth, 2, 3. Now, when did I trim you last? Do you remember? I don't remember. A few weeks maybe. And this can be done every week, every couple of weeks or so, something like that. And we're just going to shape the front edge. So let's get started. I've got simply I have a hoof jack to help because I need to hold the camera a little bit. But usually I would just... Hi, Lena. Usually I would just hold her leg on my leg. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to put the camera down. I'll cut to this in just a second. Okay, we're set up to go here. I'm going to bring my hoof jack over. Now the basic tool for this idea is a rasp, and you can buy these any tack store really. I mean, you can use just a wood rasp as well. My very first rasp was about half the size of this, and I just did little bits just to sort of get the idea what it feels like. And so what I'm going to do is show you a little bit of how it goes. Now, you might have to train your horse to put their leg forward, and maybe I'll do that in a separate video on its own as well. But some horses don't bring their leg forward very well, whereas others, like Lena, do. No, come here. You gotta stay in frame. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring my hoof jack here. I'll bring one of her legs up. And I'll sort of gauge where it should go. Right about there. Now, the way to trim this, and if you don't have a hoof jack, I'll take this off here for a second. If you don't have a hoof jack, they're handy because you don't have to put the weight of the horse on you if they're a little heavy. So that's why, one of the reasons why you should train them to do this. But you can also kind of come in like this, and your rasp is one hand, and we're going to go downwards. Bring my hoof jack back for a second. We're going to shave down the hoof, but only the bottom ½ inch or so. So and then on the smooth side, and that's it. I'll show you what that looks like now. I've concentrated only on one spot and sort of rounded off the rest. But at this point now, it's a little more symmetrical. It's not perfect, but it's a little better. We're talking about just a little maintenance. So for this one, I can see that this edge here is a little out more than right here. Now it might not be that easy to see on camera, but when you get in front of your own horse in 3D, you should be able to see it. There'll be a corner that sticks out a little. It doesn't look quite round and symmetrical. So we'll just do this one real quick. Good girl. And I'll show you guys that one too. And so you'll see that I've gotten rid of sort of that big edge there that sort of existed, and just rounded them off to have them nice and sort of symmetrically round, no corners. And it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but if you're getting it closer to that symmetrically roundish look, then great. The back feet usually maintain themselves pretty well throughout trims, depending how long your trim cycle is. But the fronts, you know, even still, I could probably do more, but what I'm trying to explain mostly is that it can be, you know, a 5 to 10 minute thing out of your day, to where, you know, you just kind of add it into your your cleaning process of the hoof. And it doesn't hurt to get them used to a little bit better picking up their feet. So hopefully that hopefully that helps a little. I'm gonna send this video to pretty much every person that I talk to in person when I say, hey, if you could just do a little. So I'll do a more in-depth tutorial on how to trim with a little bit more precision in the near future. Until then, let's leave it at that.